guys, it's Melanie here from Mango Paint, making a couple quick videos to show you the basics on how to use Mango Paint and how we finish with Mango Paint and all the things we love about Mango Paint. Today I want to talk to you very quickly about our sanding sponges. So we have 3 different sanding sponges available. These are super high quality, double-sided, they're nice and bendy, so we love that as we're working with them, especially on projects that have like spindles or like all the different edges and corners. These are really awesome to grip in your hand and get around your project. They come in 3 different levels of grit. We have our ultra fine. This is a great sanding sponge that we like to use in our finishing process. We also have the fine, which we also like to use in our finishing process and also as a part of a distressing process if we're distressing our project. And we also have our medium. These are perfect for prepping your piece before painting, and also if you want a super heavy distressed look, this is a great one to go to. You can tell the difference by feeling them. This one feels super fine, this one feels like sandpaper. It is sandpaper. And it also says right on here, ultra fine. They're labeled, of course, fine and medium. Probably can't see that, but I'm showing you anyways. Okay, so let me show you what we do with these. Again, our medium is generally used for prepping a piece. So before we paint with Mango Paint, we like to give our previously finished pieces a quick once over. So I'm going to take my medium grit sanding sponge, and just give a quick once over to my entire project before I paint. That's just going to open up the finish a little bit, give the paint something to really grip onto. Mango Paint will stick to basically anything, so it's not 100% necessary to do that, but we like to do a quick once over before every project just to ensure a really professional finish. So now, this little sample block here has been painted in Lillian, our beautiful deep blue in the Mango Paint line. We've done 2 coats on here, and she's finished, she's smooth, but she could be even better super easily. So if I was going to, if I didn't want to distress this piece, I would take my ultra fine sanding block or sanding sponge. Just gonna open these brand new ones here. And what I would do is give a light sand quickly all over on this piece. So I'm using the ultra fine because I don't want to distress at this point. Don't be scared. So I'm just giving a quick little sand. And as you can see, the color is fading. I also like to squish it. What I love about these is how pliable they are and that they're double-sided. So I can squish right into this edge here and not actually worry about like the block will actually fit in there, no problem. So, sorry, that's probably not a very nice sound. The color is dulling on here. So what is happening is that this is actually sort of smoothing out the piece, and don't be concerned if you see the color dulling like this, because as you apply your finish of choice, this is going to come back even richer than what you see here. So you're going to see the full, real rich depth of the color when you apply your finish on here. So this right now, you can see how quickly I did that, a very quick once over. This is incredibly smooth. Like this feels super, super soft. Now, if I wanted to do a bit of distressing to get that like antique distress kind of look, what I would do is probably use a fine sanding block, and because it has a bit more grit to it, it's a little bit rougher, and I would do the same application as I just did, but I'm going to use a little more pressure around my edges. So watch how I do this. So again, now the flat areas are all super soft. I'm just going to go a little heavier on my edges. So I'm just using a t-shirt rag to rub off any dust, but I hope you can see this here. Can you see this on camera? So the edges here are all now distressed, and that's how you get that beautiful distressed look that you see on so many painted furniture pieces. The reason we do this is twofold. So a lot of pieces, if you paint them overall solid and then put a finish on them, sometimes they can look a little flat. So what we like to do is distress even just our edges to really sort of highlight any of the beautiful details that you see on a piece. We also do it because most of the pieces that we're painting are old. So if we're painting them nice and clean and putting a perfect finish on them, but they have existing like dents and marks in them, we're kind of fighting with the character of the piece, right? So we like to distress at least our edges. If we wanted to distress more, I could keep going and get a bit of distressing even on these flat areas here. I have to check this is my medium. This is my fine. This is my ultra fine. So I think you can see here, now we're getting some distressing happening even on the flat areas here. So we've got nice distressing around our edges and on the flat areas. And that's how we create that really nice dimensional detail look and highlight any of the raised character that we have on any of our projects. Now, as mentioned, I'm going to take the fine one again. As mentioned, this color is quite dull, but once we apply our finish of choice, which could be our beeswax finish or any of our tabletop finishes, that's going to bring out the real depth of this original color, and the deepness of this lily blue is going to come right back when we apply the finish. So again, whether we're distressing or not, I like to give a quick fine sand overall, and then remove any with a t-shirt rag, and you're good to go. I hope that helps.